Hello my dudes, and welcome back to my little corner of the interwebs. If you're new here, I'm Evan and I knit things. And today I have for you my weekly podcast episode. This is episode number 28. And this week we'll be talking about my knitting from last filming day, November 30th, till today, December 6th. And I have for you, not as much as I would like, let me tell you. I've got progress on, let's see, progress on 2 whips. I've got 2 new cast ons, and then progress on another whip that I can't show you, but I'll talk to you about a little bit. And then I have 9 bajillion and a half acquisitions because I got a giant order in, and like when I say giant, I mean 13 skeins. That's what I mean by giant. And that was just one package, and then I got another package that had 2 skeins and a mini set in it. So many acquisitions. And then we'll do some book chat. So, that being said, let's jump right in, shall we? Got some tea here because I am real tired. So, what should we talk about first? Let's open up my journal here. And we'll just see what's first on the list. The first 5 things on my whip list I didn't work on this week. So, that being said, let's talk about my Alchemy Pullover. Okay, this is the Alchemy Pullover, which I am testing for Leslie of Knit California. This is due by the end of January. I am knitting this up in Hedgehog Fibers Merino DK in the colorway Plump. And last week you saw it. I was here. I just started the body ribbing. And look, I finished the body. Woo! And I did this on like Monday, I think. Maybe even Sunday, and I haven't touched it since. I haven't picked up the arms. I would like to, but other stuff has gotten in the way. So, yeah, I did finish the body. This is coming across so red in the viewfinder. It's really like a purpley pink with a bit of red in it, but this is coming across like red. Anyway, whatever. So, yeah, I'd really like to finish this so I can wear it, but I just haven't had time. Just haven't had time. Okay, so that was first whip. Second whip, let's talk about the Purl Soho sample that I can't show you. But I want to tell you a little bit about it. Okay, so this is a pattern of theirs that is actually already out, that they developed a new yarn for it. So I'm testing it in the new yarn. So I can't show it to you, and I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you about the pattern, because I do have an NDA with them, so like I can't tell you stuff that I can't tell you. But anyway, this is a very large project that I have until January 8th to finish. And I did the math this week that I needed to do 10 rows every day, not counting Fridays because that's recording day and I'm too busy, and taking 2 days off for Christmas. So, I'm actually a day ahead, which is nice. I managed one day this week to get 4 extra rows done, and then I managed another day to get another 6 rows extra done. So I am a day ahead, which is good, but I've been spending every morning during school time working on this and only this, which has probably been pretty boring for vlogmas, but you know, that's just kind of how it is right now. I have to get it done. It's taking forever, and it's really big, and I have minimal time to do it. So we'll be working at least 10 rows on this every day, and hopefully it'll be done. Hopefully it'll be done before January, but we'll see. So there's the other, that's the secret one. Okay. Third whip, last thing you've seen already. This is going very fast today. This is the Starshine Christmas Tree Skirt by Jeanne Steinhilber, if that's how you pronounce it. Okay, so, which is the right side? This is the right side. I put the stitch marker on the wrong side. I didn't know which side was the right side or the wrong side yet at that point. Okay, let me move that real quick. Okay. Here's where I was last week when we talked. All the way down here. And then I went through all the colors once, all the colors twice, and now we're going through all the colors a third time. I'm actually on this, like there's the light purple there, and then this is like a periwinkle. So I'm on that one. These rows take so long. Like it doesn't look that big, but because of the points of the star, it's crazy how long these rows take. And I mean, I'm a pretty slow crocheter anyway, but here, I'll put the stitch marker on this purple row here on the point of this star, because that's right in the middle. So I really want to get this finished because it's for the Christmas tree. Like, see, there it is. I think after we use it this year, I will probably like seam together this edge with this edge, because we do have a fake tree, an artificial Christmas tree, and so I can put this around the bottom of the tree before we like stack the rest of the tree on top of it. And I think that might be easier than having it open, but because the tree's already up this year, I'll need it open this year. I mean, maybe I won't do that. I don't know. This looks amazing, I think. I think it looks amazing. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. But I'm really tired of working on it. I'm hoping to finish it this weekend. Like ideally, I'd like to get a lot of it done today while I edit this, and this will be the only other thing I work on today. So hopefully I can get it done soon, because I have other things I want to work on that I don't want to work on until I finish this one, because it's for Christmas. Well, it's decoration for Christmas, so you want it up before Christmas. Anyway, that was a rant about this, but it looks great and it's taking forever. Oh, and I'm using Caron Simply Soft. I'm holding it double. I mean, except the orange, which is a Malabrigo. Whatever their worsted weight Malabrigo is. That's a single ply. Because I didn't have any orange. Like, I have all these rainbow colors of this that, like, my father-in-law sent me years ago. And it's like, look at all this yarn I got. Okay, thanks. That I use for random projects like this. But, I didn't have any orange, so we're using the Malabrigo there. Because I unraveled it from a project, and it's just been sitting there for like 2 years. Okay, new cast-ons. I think I mentioned last week that my kids were like, we don't have any socks that you knit. They're all too small. So I wanted to cast them on some socks for Christmas. So this is what we got so far. This is Henry's sock. Their feet are giant. Like I like traced their feet so I wouldn't have to try them on them and ruin the surprise. And like I knew their feet were big, but their feet are like that much bigger than mine. For reference, my kids are 9 and 11. Like they're half an inch shorter than me. I realize I'm only 5'3", but 9 and 11-year-olds should not be 5'2" and a half and have men's size 9 feet. I'm just saying. They're enormous giants. Anyway, I don't know what yarn this is. I don't know what yarn this is, but this is from a mini skein pack that I got this week, which is the, you'll get a sneak peek for acquisitions here, the Stroll mini pack fingering weight. This pack is called Clown Car. So there was this red, orange, yellow, green, and then there's a blue that I'm going to use in Garrett's sock because his favorite color is blue. Henry's favorite color, if you ask him, is rainbow. And when you tell him that's not a color, that's a lot of colors, he says, I don't care. But here's the blue. So you get to see those a little ahead. They did their, Knit Picks did their, they had 30% off and free shipping one day this past week. So I was like, okay, I will pick yarn special for the kids for their socks. And they had chroma on sale, so I got each of them a skein to knit socks because they have this really cool gradient. But I didn't realize that chroma is single ply. So I got it and I was like, well, can't use that for socks. Single ply in socks is a disaster, and they're really hard on socks anyway, so it's not like if I wore them and it might be okay. No, they'd be holes in a week. So I went through my scraps and I found rainbow colors for Henry. So there's this one's just like focus please. This one just has rainbow speckles that I'll use for the toes, heels, and cuffs. And then we've got red, pink, where's the orange? Of course it's all the way at the bottom. Orange, yellow. I've got 2 greens because one's light and one's dark. Green, blue, and then purple. I'm going to put them back in the correct order this time. Well, red can go at the bottom because I used it already. And all of these are just scraps from other projects that I've worked on, except for the, what words am I trying to say? Except for the red mini skein that I just got. They don't all fit in this little bag that I'm trying to make them fit in. And then for Garrett's, I just found the blue. This will probably be the heels, toes, and cuffs. And then I just found a variety of blue scraps. Those look the same. Those look the same. That one's a little different. And some minis. But these are only 10-gram minis. I don't know if I'll use all of these. But then I've got 3 more there. So literally I just took every blue scrap and mini that I had, except for the one that I'm using in Henry's. It was like, well, I'll just pull them all out and we'll see what we use. So, I'm not using a pattern for these socks. I'm just using basic sock math. I started knitting the toe, I measured my gauge, I did some math based on his foot size, and that's how many stitches I knit up to for the toe. And then I will just knit them long enough, and that'll be that. And they both like shorty socks, so they'll just be like that long after the heel. Okay, next, work in progress. Okay, this is for the Nana's Visit Mystery KAL with Imagine Landscapes / Sarah Schira. So there will be spoilers. If you don't want to see spoilers, then skip ahead to this time when I will be done spoilering. I don't know what the time is yet, but I'll put it right here. So skip ahead to this time if you don't want to see spoilers for this Mystery KAL. Today is actually a recipe day, so there's no knitting today. But the colors I ended up going with are, here's my color 1, this blue sparkle. I think these are from a chick that knits, but I don't remember. Color 2 is this brown. They're all the same base and they're all the same stellina. Color 3 is this gray. And color 4 is this like champagne. So those are my 4 colors. They're not super exciting, but they're what I could find. And the clues, we have made this. I don't know what it is. I think it's like a little cape, but I don't understand the shaping if it is a cape, because this is the smallest part and you'd think the bottom of the cape would be the biggest part. So I don't know what's happening here. Like, it's a pointy hood. It's got this like slip stitch detail there and on the bottom. It's very cute. I don't know what it is. We will see. The children think this is hysterical and love it. I do need to block it. I forgot that I need to do that. So I need to do that when I'm done here. Because we could be like picking up stitches on this bit tomorrow. I don't know. So I do need to block this and put a fan on it so that it'll be dry by tomorrow. Okay. That's all the knitting. So also filming that I'm doing this for Vlogmas. So I'm not going to show you my advent calendars, my one from the Discreet Unicorn and then the one Halloween gnomes that my husband found on an Instagram ad and got me. Because first of all, they're not gnomes. Second of all, it's like Nightmare Before Christmas ripoff. It's weird. They're like little plastic figures. Not gnomes at all. But anyway, I'm not going to show you those. Because I don't want to get up and do it. So if you want to see what those are, check out my Vlogmas videos. They're all under the playlist Vlogmas 2024. They're only a minute, so if you just want to like catch up on the advents, you can do that. Okay, let's talk. What am I wearing? What am I wearing? Sorry, I didn't sing it first. Okay, this is the LImpkin sweater, pullover, what have you, by Andrea Gaughan. I test knit this for her a couple years ago. This gray yarn is Drops Charisma in gray. Yeah, they're really creative with their colors. And the contrast color is one of the colors from Pixie Yarns. They did a Mirkwood fade quite a few years ago, and this was one of the colors like I used leftover for it. This is knit in DK weight yarn. The Drops Charisma is technically a sport weight, but it worked up fine. Or maybe the pattern calls for sport weight and it's I don't remember. The contrast color is DK, but I got gauge and it It works great. It's super warm, so I can't wear it unless it's real cold, but it's been real cold. So I've gotten to wear it, which is nice. You can check out the Ravelry project page if you want more information. It's linked below. Okay. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. No, not that. Let's talk goals. Okay, so by the time we talk next week, let's see, it's Friday, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So hopefully I will have another 60 rows of my Purl Soho project done by next time we talk. I wish I had a pen so I could write this down. We should probably talk about last week's goals before we get into this week's goals. I'm really tired, and it's clearly showing right now because my brain is not functioning properly. I wanted to finish my Alchemy Pullover and work on the tree skirt and work on the Purl Soho project. Okay, so I did work on the tree skirt quite a lot, and I finished the body of my Alchemy Pullover, but that was it. Okay, so goals for this week are another 60 rows at least on my Purl Soho project, finish the tree skirt, and then hopefully if I'm lucky, well, I'll be doing the Gnana's Visit mkal every day there's knitting. And like yesterday's, finishing that cape took forever. It took me several hours. Like sometimes the knitting is really small and it takes an hour, and sometimes it takes 4. So you never know. So I'll be doing that. Filming vlogmas every day. Editing, uploading those. And then, if possible, work on a sleeve of my Alchemy Pullover, and then work on the socks for the kids. So that's the plans for the week. So I guess that leads us to acquisitions. There's so many. Okay, so since I showed you this already, let's keep going with that. So I also got 2 skeins of chroma fingering. I got 1 skein in the colorway Seahorse, which is all these blues and greens like you can see under there. That it's more than just this gray that it looks like on the outside. And then I got 1 skein of Clown Wig, which is rainbow. But again, can you see that? Single ply. Just not going to work for socks for my kids. So I'm not sure what I'll do with these now, but I got them for $3 a skein. Like, I really can't complain. And then I got this to be contrast colors for these. So I don't know what I'll do with... Lucy's here now. I don't know what I'll do with these now, but we'll see. They might make nice mittens, or hats, but like a single ply fingering weight hat isn't going to be very warm. So I don't know. And you don't really want to hold it double with something because of the gradient. So what do you guys use chroma for? Let me know. These are just going to sit in my collection for a while, I have a feeling. I mean, the stroll minis will probably get used pretty quick, but... Okay. Then, other acquisition, there was 13 skeins. So, I sent Lila over at Terrapin Fiberworks that sample that I finished for her, the double date pullover. Lucy, shush. And then I got paid, and then she did her Black Friday sale. So I took advantage of the Black Friday sale, and let me just show you everything that I got. Okay, so first, I got 3 skeins of her Harbor Fingering base, which is a 70% organic cotton, 30% linen, 437 yards per 100 grams, and this is the colorway Kayak. It's very bright red. I mean, it's not quite as bright as it's coming across there. It's not neon. Like, it in the viewfinder, it's looking like neon red. It's not neon red. It's just red. So I got 3 skeins of this, and I'm going to make the Skyline Tee by Tori Yu with this, because I think it'll be really nice. Okay, next I got 3 skeins of her Severn Fingering base, which is 100% tencel, 437 yards per 100 grams, and this is like a plant-based silk, and this is the colorway Sage. I've got 3 skeins of this. I'm not sure what I'll do with this. Probably a tee, maybe a tank dress. I don't know. I don't know what kind of yardage. We'll have to see. I don't have a plan for this. I just liked it. And then the last thing I got is 4 different colorways, but it's for one project. So I made the double date pullover for her, and I really liked it, so I wanted to make one for myself. So for the main color, I got this. This is all her Chesapeake DK base, which is 100% organic cotton, 246 yards per 100 grams. So for my main color, I'm going to use this, which is called Basalt. So I have 4 of these, and I'm just going to keep one so you can see. And then one of the same colors that I used in hers, this is Superfood. And then this is Rosemary. And then I got this one as well, and this is called Wallflower, but I really don't like it with this. It's much more variegated than I expected it to be based on the pictures. Like, the pictures just looked blue, like with maybe a lighter blue variegation, but this has a lot of green speckles in it, and light blue, dark blue, like even some white in there. So I don't think I will use this in my double date. I may just go with just these 2, unless it looks really weird with just having a pink and a green and not like a blue or something to bridge the gap. Although I was looking on her website, and there is a really nice yellow that could go in there as well, but I don't know. I'll have to swatch and see what I think. But this one I made D-stash, because I don't love this. Like, I don't love it for this project, and then I have no idea what I would use 1 skein of DK weight cotton for. If there's something that you would use a skein of DK weight cotton for, just 1 skein, let me know in the comments. Because I don't dislike this color. I, in fact, like it quite a bit. I just don't like it for this project when my other 2 contrast colors are solids, you know? Like, I don't like that this one's different. Like, the main color is variegated a bit. It's looking like the contrast looks a lot more in the viewfinder here than it is in real life. Focus. There we go. Like, there's not quite that much contrast in person. I mean, who knows how it'll knit up, but I just don't like this skein for this project. So, that is all the acquisitions, the 9 bajillion of them. So that leaves book chat. Let's talk books. Alright, So last day we talked was the 30th. It was a day late. That's right, it was a day late. So let me pull up my Goodreads here and tell you what I've been up to since the 30th. Not much, let me tell you. Okay, I finished The Warm Hands of Ghosts by Catherine Arden. 3 stars. Didn't really like it. It wasn't horrendous, but I didn't really like it. I finished... I can't hold both of these things at the same time. I finished Pearls and Potions, which is Vampire Knitting Club number 5 by Nancy Warren. And I finished Fair Isle and Fortunes by Nancy Warren, which is Vampire Knitting Club number 6. Pearls and Potions and then Fair Isle and Fortunes, they rhyme. Oh my gosh. I don't love these books, but they're fun that they're knitting related and they're like cozy mysteries. So they're fine. They pass the time. Books I am currently reading. Let's see. That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon. I accidentally returned my audiobook and there's like a 12-week wait, so I'm reading the ebook now and it's taking me forever because my brain doesn't like reading on my e-reader or physical books for more than like a chapter at a time. But I'm really enjoying this one. It's by Kimberly Lemming, by the way. Also reading Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. This is the most slog of a book I've ever read in my life. If I didn't know that it pertains to future books, I would DNF it right now. I am 10.5 hours in and have 18.5 hours left. What I'm going to have to make myself do here is listen to a chapter of this, then listen to a chapter of something I actually want to listen to, because it's Wind and Truth release day, and that's all I want to be reading, but I'm not there yet, and that makes me very unhappy. So I have to get through Elantris. Okay, goal of all goals. Finish Elantris by next week. Can I do it? I don't know. But I'm gonna try. Dang nabbit. I'm gonna try. Okay, then my husband and I are reading Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. And we're about to finish Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo. We have less than an hour left. So we should finish that in the next day or so if we get a chance. And then we will have finished Grisha First's first series. So that's all I'm reading. Yeah. And that's all that's up this week. That's all I've got. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out Vlogmas. It's both here and on YouTube. Stop making sound. And on YouTube. And on Instagram. Follow me over on Instagram. We are on a journey to 500 subscribers here. We're hanging out in the 160s, gaining, losing a few every now and again. So if you're still watching this, subscribe, man. It helps me out a lot. Yeah, that's all I've got. I'm really tired, so I'm gonna go now. I'm rambling. Okay. See you guys next time. Click that notification bell to be notified of my next upload because it is not always when you think it's going to be. So, see you guys next time. Bye!